Chandragupta Maurya. Welcome to UncoverTime, where we bring history's greatest stories to life. Today we journey into ancient India, a time of war elephants, secret councils, and a king who changed history. This is the story of Chandragupta Maurya. In 327 BC, Alexander entered India after conquering Persia. He crossed the Indus in 326 BC and fought King Porus. Alexander's army crushed 30,000 infantry, 4,000 cavalry, 300 chariots, and 200 elephants. 12,000 Indians died. Porus asked to be treated like a king. Alexander agreed. Alexander wanted to go farther, but his soldiers refused. They marched back through the Gedrosian desert. By the time they reached Susa, his army was broken. 7 years later, Alexander's empire in India was gone. Chandragupta, once a fugitive, returned with Kautilya, his chief strategist. They crushed the Macedonians and toppled the Nandas. The Mauryan Empire was born. Taxila was more than a city. It was India's oldest university. Students from across Asia came to study science, medicine, and law. The Greek ambassador Megasthenes called Pataliputra magnificent. 9 miles long, lined with gold and carvings, a clean, wealthy, and famine-free city. Chandragupta's life ran on routine, 16 90-minute blocks. Meditation, reports and secret orders, council meetings, finances and defense, hearing petitions, bathing and dining, taxes and tributes, spies and courtesans, prayer, military affairs, more reports, dinner, sleep. Each night he changed rooms to avoid assassination. Kautilya, Chandragupta's chief advisor, believed the state came first. He wrote the Arthashastra, a guide to power. Spies, bribes, siege, whatever worked. He was India's Machiavelli before the world had one. Now Chandragupta's government was massive and strict. The 600,000 infantry, 30,000 cavalry, 9,000 elephants, the specialized departments. Everything was taxed, even dice games and prostitution. Spies were everywhere. India's roads were huge, some 64 feet wide. A main route stretched 1,200 miles with rest stops and signs. Elephants, carts, and chariots carried royals and traders alike. Justice was strict but caring. Village councils ruled locally. Royal courts ruled cities. Punishments were harsh, but the state helped the poor with hospitals and food. Even great kings aren't free from pain. When famine struck, Chandragupta became a Jain monk and starved himself to death. A king who ruled with steel died in silence. Chandragupta united India and built an empire. He ruled with vision and power. As Voltaire said, "The life of a gondolier is better than that of a doge." If this story moved you, subscribe to UncoverTime. More ancient truths and legends await.